competition full of so much adrenaline, JCB Racing, where 8 superstars have seeded into a bracket earlier today by a random draw. We start out with 8, then we get down to 4 semifinalists, but we're looking for those fastest 2 that want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Portland, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Coming up first, right from Oak Harbor, Washington, make some noise for Carson Williams, Thunder Roris. And his opponent all the way from Rockport, Texas, get loud for Alex Barden, Earthshaker. This is the 7th meeting between both of these Monster Jam drivers right now, with Earthshaker at 5-1. Who will take home the next JCB Racing win? Let's go green! Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. Very close call right out of the gate in round 1 between these 2 superstars. We're kicking it back to the super glue, glued to the action replay, so our officials can determine who is taking home that first advancement into the semi-final round. There you see it, slow motion across the finish line. Both Monster Jam trucks. Your winner is Earthshaker. Coming up next, all the way from Cadillac, Michigan, put your hands together for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Racing against our leading lady from Sarasota, Florida, it's Angelina Knock, Megalodon. This is the first meeting between both of these Monster Jam drivers right now, 0-0. We will see who is the fastest. Right now, we've got 4 amber lights. Let's go! Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. We must restage. Both Monster Jam trucks must start right on the starting line before we can kick off this next matchup during round 1. Megalodon is ready. Jurassic Attack is ready. We've got 3 amber lights waiting for the 4th one. It looks like there's 4. Let's go! Green! Hang on, Monster Jam fans. Once again, we have to turn it up to the replay. Another close call from both Jurassic Attack and Megalodon. There you see it, crossing that finish line on the super glued to the action replay. We've got to roll it back. BKP tires. And it looks like it was your winner, Jurassic Attack. Jurassic Attack is now moving on. Keeping the competition rolling along, I need you to put your hands together for the man from Lafayette, Louisiana, Blake Granger, Monster Dalmatian. And his opponent all the way from Williamsport, Maryland. Give it up for Matt Cody, Grave Digger. This is now the 14th meeting between both of these Monster Jam superstars, currently with Monster Dalmatian at 12-1. Keep your attention up on the video Downmation hit the turn pole, and therefore he has been disqualified from the race after receiving that DQ penalty. Once again, Gravedigger is moving on. Keep your attention up on the video board, Monster Jam fans, for the JCB Racing competition bracket so far. First up, we had Earthshaker compete against Thunder Roris. Earthshaker has now moved on to the semifinal round, making his win against Thunder Roris now 6-1. Second up, we saw Jurassic Attack and Megalodon for the first time this season. Tim Hall Jr. competing against Angelina Knock, and now Jurassic Attack has moved on, right on, taking home one win. Then third matchup, we had a Monster Mutt Dalmatian versus Gravedigger. That was the 14th meeting between both of those superstars. And unfortunately, since Blake Granger did hit the turn pole, Monster Mutt Dalmatian was disqualified, and therefore Gravedigger has now moved on. And there you can see it, Velociraptor out on the track for the very first time. Velociraptor has automatically advanced on in to the semifinal round because he did not compete against El Toro Loco. So once again, the fastest four are now ready for the semifinals.
Now, Portland, welcome to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We started out with 7 superstars, and now we're down to the fastest 4. But out of those 4, which are those fastest 2? They want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here tonight. So, Portland, who's ready for more adrenaline and more JCB Racing?
Coming up first, semifinal matchup is Velociraptor versus Earthshaker. This is the 9th meeting between these drivers right now, with Earthshaker at 8-0. Can Velociraptor take home a win? Let's go! Gap between these two drivers is 9-0. Earthshaker is moving on. So far, Monster Jam fans, we've just seen the first matchup of the semifinal round, Earthshaker moving on to the finals. And in our second matchup, Jurassic Attack versus Gravedigger, we see Gravedigger out on the track. We're waiting from the officials to see if Jurassic Attack is going to make it onto the track. We're waiting to see if Jurassic Attack can refire his Monster Jam truck. And I've just received word that unfortunately Tim Hall Jr. could not refire, and therefore Megalodon is coming back to the track to face off Gravedigger. Let's pump him up, Monster Jam fans. First matchup right here this weekend from Megalodon versus Gravedigger. Angelina Knock excited to throw it down and take a bite out of the track. We'll see in a moment who will take home that first win between the two of them. Gravedigger is staged at the starting line. Megalodon is going to move forward. Both Monster Jam trucks must wait for all 4 amber lights in order to take off. We've got 3. Hang on a second, we have to restage, Monster Jam fans. Restage so that both of those front 2 BKT tires are right at the tip of that starting line. We've got 3 amber lights. We've got 4. Let's go racing! Your winner is Gravedigger. Gravedigger is moving on Earthshaker for the first time in the final so far this season.
Now, Portland, welcome to the final round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars, and now we're down to the fastest 2. But out of those 2, who wants those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon? So, Portland, who's ready to meet your JCB Racing final contenders?
First up, he's all the way from Williamsport, Maryland. Give it up for Matt Cody, Grave Digger. Racing against one of the fastest men in the sport from Rockport, Texas. Make some noise for Alex Barden, Earthshaker. This is the 7th meeting between both of these Monster Jam drivers right now, with Earthshaker at 4 and 2. Can Gravedigger take home the next win? We have 3 amber lights, 4. There we go. Let's go racing. Your winner is Gravedigger. For the first time this year, there you see it, a little victory lap from Matt Cody for this racing win. You know, I gotta say, when I first came in this weekend, I asked him, I said, Matt Cody, what do you think is holding you back from taking home a JCB Racing competition win? He said, I don't know, Yanissa, I'm just slow this season. I don't know what it is. Well, Matt, you just proved that it only lasts for a short period of time, taking home this first JCB Racing competition win so far this year on Arena Championship Series West. He just shook down the man in Earthshaker, Alex Barden, who has over a 70% race win percentage, and just demonstrated exactly why he pilots that black and green wrecking machine. Motor Center, Rip City, give it up one more time for Matt Cody.
Matt Cody, Gravedigger, winner of the JCB Racing competition. And those all-important 8 points. Some difficult track conditions out here this afternoon, but you know what? You came through, and now you're on top.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, definitely don't want to win the first round the way that we got it with a penalty against Mashma Dalmatian. Man, he's fast, he's tough, but hey, we'll take it when we can get it. Normally, I hit the turn poles and he gets on me, but he did it this time. So, but hey, the race to be seen was right there in the finals against Earthshaker. Man, he's bad fast. He's the man to beat on this series. He's been winning racing left and right, and I lined up and I said, man, just give me one racing win. That's all I want, please, you know. So finally, right here in Portland, Oregon, you guys were great to me 2 years ago. We're back again, starting off the same way, and there's only 2 more competitions left to do, and it's the Gravedigger way.
Exactly, the Gravedigger way, 2-wheel skills, and of course that all-important Monster Jam freestyle. And now you got a lead to take into it. What are you cooking up, and what is this machine able to deliver behind us here?
Well, I can't tell you everything I'm cooking up as much as it is going to be delicious. But hey, yesterday the track and today it's changed. A little more tackier today. I think it's going to help us out for the two-wheel skills. So we're going to come out here and we're going to put it on the front tires, the back tires, the side tires, whatever we can do to make you guys get loud and crazy. And you guys get to be the judges for this competition. JudgesZone.com. Go out there, judge your favorite moves, give your favorite scores, and hopefully I'll see you right here on the top of the pod again. So one more time, Portland, get loud for me.
Sounds like a plan. Matt Cody, Gravedigger.
First attempt, popper right up onto the pod from Carson Williams. He still has one more attempt remaining.
Dancing Dino, dancing his way out on the track. It's Carson Williams, Thunder Boris. And now, Rip City, it is your time to shine. We're gonna need your help to determine what the score will be for Thunder Boris. So scan that QR code on the video board and head on over to JudgesZone.com. You will enter the code POR and click that yellow submit button. And as soon as you see that BKT tire on your screen, slide it up or down to the number of your choosing and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds.
And there you see him doing his disco moves and pumping you all up. But let's see if that skills run was enough for you to give him a good score. The score for Thunder Boris is 7.983. A great score right out of the gate. One more time for Thunder Boris. Coming up next, Monster Jam fans, we're going to keep it with the dinosaurs. Coming out the tunnel, help me welcome Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. First attempt at a popper, successful execution from Cliff Turner. He's got one more attempt remaining.
This fierce predator getting tactical and two-wheel skills. It's Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Now, Rip City, you have 20 seconds. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
While you're scoring, take a look at that super cool glue to the action replay. We saw Cliff Turner complete 2 successful poppers, but that second one was a bit of a combination. He walked that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck backwards across the pod. We call it our moonwalk. And I've got to say, I say it all the time, but I have to make it a point. Cliff Turner's in his rookie season, and he's attempting some maneuvers that veteran drivers still struggle to pull off. And he is making it work in that orange dinosaur. There he is, proud of that run. Great job, Cliff. But was that enough? Scores are locked at judgeszone.com, and the score for Velociraptor is... Coming up in just a moment, we'll see 6.497. Great score from Cliff Turner. One more time for Velociraptor. Next competitor coming back out to the track, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger had his arms out the window. He was waving to all of you fans. Make sure you wave back. Wagging those back to BKT paws and all the rest, Monster Jam fans. First attempt that we just saw from Blake Granger. First up, a stoppie, a little bit of a nose wheelie action forward off the pod, and then he backed that Monster Jam truck backwards across the track and did a back slap. Slap those back to BKT tires. One more attempt, here he goes.
The playful pup getting risky on the track. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now remember, Rip City, you have 20 seconds. You got to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com.
Monster Jam fans, I'd have to point something out really quickly. Blake Granger just did 2 successful combinations with only 1 gear. He was only using 1 gear on that Monster Jam truck, but he still threw it down. Like I said, we saw stoppie, nose wheelie, back slap action off the pod, and then he completed it again. But was that enough? Scores are locked at judgeszone.com, and the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.130. A great score. We've got ourselves a new leader and therefore new score to beat. Monster Jam fans, we have a special treat coming up right here, celebrating 25 years since the debut of that crazy bull. He's piloting this Monster Jam truck for the first time in his career. First time we're seeing it on the track this afternoon. Portland, get loud for Matt Doomer, El Toro Loco.
Put those horns in the air for Matt Doomer, Toro Loco. It's time to head on over to judgeszone.com, so scan the QR code on the video board.
Let me just point out, Monster Jam fans, El Toro Loco is one of the toughest Monster Jam trucks to pilot. And like I said, Matt Doomer is behind the wheel for the very first time in his career, driving that crazy bull. We saw him up on the Super Glue to the Action replay attempt a popper up onto the pod. The popper was successful. A little too much over rotation on those front two BKT tires caused that Monster Jam truck to roll over. We have our USHRA tech officials out on the track, making sure he is good and ready to keep on moving. We'll have Alex Miniak in the pit area get an update, the latest breaking news on El Toro Loco, to make sure Matt Doomer is good to return for Freestyle. But for now, scores are in at judgeszone.com. Let's see what you gave him. 4.399. One more time for Matt Doomer, El Toro Loco.
Man, oh man, what an exciting first round of this two-wheel skills challenge. I'm standing by with a very excited fan and his dad. We're all gonna play something called the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. So we're all gonna take a look up at the video board. There'll be a trophy, 3 helmets. We're gonna mix them up. You just gotta tell me where that trophy is. Keep your eyes on the prize, Portland. Here we go, St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Portland, did you catch that? Keep your eye on it. All right. There are 3 numbers on the board. Portland, make some noise if you think it's number 1. Make some noise if you think it's number 2. Make some noise if you think it's number 3. All righty. So, which one is it? 1, 2, or 3?
2!
They say 2. We're gonna see if they got it correct. It's not under number 3. It's not under number 1. Good job, guys. It's under number 2. And because you guys guessed it right, I'm sending you home with this Earth Shaker plushie just for you guys. So stick around because we still got a lot more two-wheel skills coming your way.
This afternoon, all of us together can make a great impact for the patient families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. There you see it in just a moment up on the video board, a QR code to scan to take you on over to St. Jude. Keep in mind that none of these families receive a bill for treatment, housing, travel, or even food. They go out to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and they make sure their primary focus is on getting their children better. So many kids around the world have cancer and they are struggling and they want to be able to sit in a seat just like you. So go ahead, donate 50 cents, $1, we don't care, as long as we're helping out the lives of these children at St. Jude. You know that sound, Monster Jam fans? He's already taken home one competition this afternoon. Can he take home another? I need a warm welcome, Motor Center, back to the track, Matt Cody, Grave Digger. truck. Matt Cody balanced on those front two BKT tires and slowly and patiently moonwalked across the pod. That combination was his very first attempt. He still has one more remaining.
With one foot in the gas and one in the grave, it's Matt Cody, Grave Digger! Now if you'd like to help out the black and green wrecking machine, scan that QR code on the video board and lock your scores in now, Rip City.
A lot of people don't know this about Matt Cody, but before he was behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck, he used to be in the back pit area turning wrenches on Monster Jam trucks, and now he still sometimes helps out his crew chief and his third guy behind the scenes. He has demonstrated across the board just why he has earned a seat behind Grave Digger. Been out here on the track, Grave Digger, for over 40 years, and he is able to say he pilots one of the biggest and best in the sport. We saw him throw it down multiple times, back and forth, nose wheelie, moonwalk action, and stoppies. But was that enough for a high score? Currently, your score to beat belongs to Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a 9.130. And the score for Grave Digger is so close, 9.019, but that is still enough for second place. Make some noise one more time for Matt Cody. Keeping this competition moving along as one of the fastest men in the sport. Motor Center, please help me welcome Alex Barden, Earth Shaker. First attempt right there from Alex Barden. Popper up onto the pod. Monster Jam fans, he still has one more attempt remaining.
Looking to bury the competition, it's Alex Barden, Earthshaker! Rip City, you know what to do. Use the code POR and lock your scores in now.
Monster Jam fans, I don't think you know how difficult, not only is it difficult to flip that Monster Jam truck onto its front two BKT tires with it weighing 12,000 pounds, but to be able to control it so well that you actually come to a complete stop while perpendicular to the track. I've got to hand it to Alex Barden. It's no secret how fast he is, but he is also quite technically skilled. Scores are now locked at judgeszone.com, and the score for Earthshaker is great score, enough for third place, 8.084. One more time for Earthshaker. Rolling back onto the track, I've received word that he is coming back to throw it down. It's Tim Hall Jr., aka Timmy Two-Wheel, Jurassic Attack. First attempt, stopping into some moonwalk combination action from a Timmy Two-Wheel. He still has one more attempt left. Keep your eyes on that Monster Jam track. He just tossed the steering wheel out of the window while balancing that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on its front two BKT tires and walking it forward on the back two, Timmy Two-Wheel.
The Triceratops doing his best. It's Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Scoring is now open, Rib City. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds.
I know that earlier during JCB Racing, Tim Hall Jr. was bummed about not being able to return in the semifinal round. So if I know Tim, he's going to go back and go harder for the next competition. That's exactly what he did. Balanced on those front two BKT tires, released his steering wheel, tossed it out of the window, and still remained in picture-perfect position. Little alliteration for all of you Monster Jam fans. But was it enough? Current score to beat still belongs to Monster Dalmatian with a 9.130. And the score for Jurassic Attack is 9.268. New leader, new score to beat. One more time for Tim Hall Jr. We've got one more Monster Jam truck ready to take a bite out of the track. Please help me welcome our leading lady all the way from Sarasota, Florida, Angelina Knock, Megalodon.
Put your fins together for the first Latina driver in Monster Jam history, Angelina Knock, Megalodon! Scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Already out of that Monster Jam truck, excited about that run. We saw a popper and then another reverse popper from Angelina Knock, and then some big air in that big old shark. But was that enough? This is your final opportunity to get that score in at judgeszone.com. Scores are now locked. And the score for Megalodon is 5.759, which means your two-wheel skills challenge winner, Jurassic Attack. There he is, Timmy Two-Wheel walking out of the tunnel with Alex Miniak, excited about that additional win for the series. That now puts Jurassic Attack at 9 overall skills wins so far this season. He has the second most wins, and he's been throwing it down each and every weekend. Motor Center, get loud for Tim Hall Jr. one more time.
Well, the name in the locker room they give you is Timmy Two-Wheel, and you certainly showed it here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, picking up those 8 points, those all-important 8 points. How does that feel for one, and how are you going to carry that momentum forward?
You know what, man, it feels really good for sure. Got really bummed out in racing there. You know, I won my round 1 pass, and then when I was back there, the truck wouldn't start. It was just a simple little safety button thing on the deal with the shifter that wouldn't let me start. But I had no idea what happened out here at Two-Wheel Skills, and I knew I had to do something kind of cool and kind of crazy. Definitely wasn't my most awesome two-wheel skills I've ever done, but it was definitely pretty cool, and I'm pretty thankful for this win. So thanks, guys. Thank you, Portland.
Well, you know what? If it's not the prettiest, it sure got the job done, and you're going to put the icing on the cake. Monster Jam Freestyle is coming up next. How you going to top that?
You know, man, just go out here and try to have some fun. You know, this dirt's actually been pretty cool. Last night was pretty good. In Freestyle, we got a feel of what this thing's going to do, what the track's going to do. And we can get plenty of air out here, and I think that's the goal, is to get some air tonight.
Oh, I like that. Keep your eyes to the skies for this guy, Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack.
Welcome to the track, members of our Freestyle Motocross team. We've got Taylor Eddins, Cody McDonough, Robert Haslam, and Jared LaRue ready to fly high from one side of the arena to the other. Keep in mind, the louder you get, the bigger they go. So Motor Center, let me hear ya.
Yeah, I like what I hear so far out of this Portland crowd. You know, I think you're on to something there. We're going to need to make more noise as our Monster Jam riders take to the skies and touch the top of the Motor Center. Give it up for Taylor Eddins. Here comes Cody McDonough. One of the all-time greats, Robert Haslam. And Jared LaRue. And Monster Jam fans, we are gearing up for the best trick competition. As they go around and hit that jump and impress for you, they are winding up to give you the show of all shows, the pinnacle of entertainment here at halftime. But again, we cannot do it without you. That's right. Because the louder you scream, the higher they fly! Oh, nice whip there from Cody McDonough. You know what? He's going to say, I like your whip, I'll match it. And he said, you know what? Enough with the whips. How about a seat grab? And he's like, you know what? Look, Ma, no hands. Oh, Cody McDonough with a backflip. We haven't even gotten to the best trick yet. And another. And another. Wow, 3 backflips in a row. As we gear up for the FMX Best Trick competition, the rules are very much the same. We're going to need your help at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, just like we did during the two-wheel skills challenge. When those screens go red, score it, Portland, score it, using the code POR. Again, keep your eyes to the skies and the video board to score. Now, I only have one remaining question for you, and that's, who's ready for the FMX Best Trick competition?
That's right, Alex. I'm now ready to kick off the competition all the way from Marietta, California. It's Taylor Eddings. Riding that Yamaha 450, this is his 3rd season competing with Monster Jam. He loves coming out here, racing and freestyling. So let's see what he does for us this afternoon, Portland.
Nice way to get the party started. Portland, give him a score he deserves at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Replay up there on the video board. Taylor wants that score. Again, 20 seconds to get it in.
Not only is big air impressive, but flexibility is as well. I've got to hand it to Taylor. Each and every weekend, he's been coming out on the track and really pushing it to the limit on that bike as he increases his flexibility and range within his back. I'm really proud of you, Taylor, but let's see if the fans liked it as well. Actually, before we can head on into the announcement for the scores, I need everyone's attention right here in the arena, please. If you look down in front of you, we have blue and red plastic that is put in place for your safety. So if you have any belongings including parts of your body, please make sure you remove them from the safety holds. Once again, any coats, any toys, any souvenirs, please remove any items you have from the safety holds. That's the only way we'll be able to continue on with the competition. I see a family to my left with a pink coat. If you could please remove that from the safety hole, please, for our safety. Once again, thank you all Monster Jam fans so much for your cooperation. Like we say, fun and safety is our priority. Once again, score for Taylor Eddings is 7.657. Great first score. New leader, new score to beat. Moving on, all the way from Ravensdale, Washington, please help me welcome back to the track, Cody McDonough. He's been in the game for quite some time, and he's had a little bit of an advantage. He's on an electric Starkvarg, the only electric bike we'll see this afternoon here in Portland. He's been riding and racing since he was 2 years old, and he throws it down every time he hits the ramp.
Electrifying the skies. Score at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Get those phones out. Scan the QR code on that video board. Let go, stretch it out, backflip it, you name it. That's the deal from Cody McDonough.
And we just saw him up on the Super Glue to the Action replay, essentially doing a backflip with no hands. I think Cody might be showing off a little bit. He's got some special people in the audience, his twin boys and his dad. But let's see if what he just did was enough to impress you all as well. The score for Cody McDonough is 8.646, new leader and new score to beat. Monster Jam fans, if you're ready to see some more action, let me hear you. All right, let's keep this thing going all the way from Orting, Washington. We've got Robert Hassler. He's on that Honda CRF 450. He's been riding 19 years professionally with Monster Jam. Very excited to come back out here and throw it down. Let's see what he does for us.
He's one of the four horsemen, one of the greatest of all time for stuff like that. He is Robert Haslam. You got to score that. Got to score it at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Portland, you have 20 seconds to get that done and give that man the score he deserves.
Robert, I've got just one thing to say to you. Ouch. Ouch. That right there was pure flexibility, not only in your back, but also in your legs, kicking those legs over the handlebars and completing almost a split. But let's see if that was enough for a high score. Current score to beat belongs to Cody McDonough right now. And the score for Robert Haslam is 8.660. Keeps getting better and better. New score to beat, new leader. One more time for Robert Haslam. We've got our final competitor of the best trick competition coming in hot all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Make some noise for Jared LaRue. He's been riding with Monster Jam for the past 11 years, and he says he loves coming here because he's had the opportunity to compete in 6 out of 7 continents. He's in Portland, Oregon. Let's see what he does.
Oh, Jared LaRue whipping that bike around, scoring now. Judgeszone.com, Judgeszone.com. Man, that's a wicked tail whip. And he wants your scores. Use the code POR UNISA.
Woo!
Man, that one, spicy.
Woo! You can say that again. Jared LaRue has earned the title in my book as spicy, spicy, spicy. He revs up the competition quite literally. He throws it down. Every time he whips, I just think he's going to make a complete circle. And he really shows us why he's been in the game for as long as he has. Scores are locked at judgeszone.com. And the score for Jared LaRue is 9.081, which means he is our best trick competition winner. Motor Center, make some noise.
You know what, Rip City? We're not done yet. Do you want to see more? I can't hear you, Upper Deck. Do you want to see more? Yeah, those are my friends up top there. It is time now for our Monster Jam trains. Our riders are going to hit that jump in sequence. Chugga, 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 coming through the station with that whip train. You like what you see so far? Upper Deck, did you like that? Yeah, all right, let's do it again. The Express number 2 is going to leave the station, and we need you on your feet to make some noise. All right, we got a red flag down here. We're checking on the blow-up bag, safety bag down here at the edge of the ramp, making sure everything is safe. Taking a look, it looks a little deflated, and it looks like they're going to pump some more air back into the airbag. That'll give us some time to stand up and get on our feet, because it is time once again to continue with these Monster Jam trains. On the count of 3, I'm going to need you to make some noise. 1, 2, 3. That's what we call the trick train. We are back. We like that. And I believe our Monster Jam FMX riders have one more in store. This one's special. This one's going to be the grand finale, and I'm going to need you to give me a big choo-choo. All right? When this train leaves the station on the count of 3, I'll do it with you too. 1, 2, 3, choo-choo! The backflip train, give it up for the riders of Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross. Jared LaRue, winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition. Nobody does that trick better, I can guarantee you that, because, man, you have perfected it. What goes into it every time you do it? What little variation are you trying to do, or little improvement each and every time you hit that ramp? Because I swear, every time, it's different and it's better every time.
You know, for that one, it's one of the harder things we actually do. I mean, you guys see us like hanging off the bike, letting go of it, back flipping it. But like those are all very muscle memory. Like to get a good win, like it's never changed. Like it's never the same thing. So it's like each time you try to go a little further. But you know what you have going on in your head versus reality is like always two different things. But it always like it seems to work out. You know, the crowd loves it, and it's a little different than what everybody else is doing.
Pretty cool stuff, and always very, very fun as well. And, you know, you were at Pit Party earlier today inside this arena. You got to meet a lot of Monster Jam fans, some who may be new to freestyle motocross. Do you have any advice for them if they want to get in the game and be the next Jared LaRue? I mean, I'm a little too past doing what I need to do, but I know we got some youth in that and some talent in that crowd for sure.
Definitely. You know, this is a question we get asked quite a bit. You know, we meet a lot of kids. You know, some of the kids, younger kids, came up, let us know like they just got bikes for Christmas, whatever. Parents are looking at getting them into it. It's like, you know, starting out something small. You know, they got the Striders, the bicycle, get their balance, and then once they do that, there's so many options nowadays to get these kids up and riding. And you know, the key is like the basic two things: like always wear your protective gear. You know, your helmets, pads, everything like that. Be safe about it. And the next thing, just having fun. You know, get a good group of dudes like I got to ride with here. These guys are amazing. They come out and crush it every single week, no issues. And, you know, everybody just feed off one another, and eventually these kids are going to grow up, get better and better, and then, you know, we'll see them eventually here at Washington one day.
I love it. The next generation, we're looking for you, Jared LaRue, winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. Clock is paused at 25 seconds remaining for Velociraptor. A really great first run out of the gate right here this afternoon. Some pretty big air and momentum from this dinosaur. We have to wait to see if he will be able to refire to be able to complete his full freestyle run. Right now, they're making sure safety is up and ready back in the tunnel. Can he fire? Looks like he can. Let's pump him up, Motor Center. Tearing up the track, it's Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. Let's get those scores locked in, Portland. I've got to say that even though his momentum came to a brief pause, Cliff Turner did not stop when it came to big air and big action out here on the track. You just saw it up on the super glue glued to the action replay.
He showed off just how wild he can get behind the wheel of that Monster Jam truck. And for those who didn't hear it earlier, this is his very first full series out on the road with Monster Jam. The score for Velociraptor is 6.481. One more time, make some noise for Cliff Turner. Monster Jam fans, I need you to get loud. He's coming back out to the track right now to shake up the competition. It's Alex Barden, Earthshaker. Like I said earlier, he's one of the fastest in the sport, and he's coming out here to throw it down for freestyle. Portland, can we make some noise to get him hyped? Let's make some noise for Alex Barden, Earthshaker. All right, Portland, you know what to do. You have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in now. Monster Jam fans, Alex Barden really threw it down with that last run. You saw it up on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. He's really been pushing as hard as he can behind the wheel of that Monster Jam truck, looking to take home another competition win so far this season and in his career. I've got to say, personally, I'm proud of him, but did he impress you? That's the real question. The score for Earthshaker is 7.381. We have a new leader and new score to beat.
This guy has come to this show in this city on this dirt for the last 26 years, and now he gets to drive it in his home court. He's going to drive the horns off this bull.
Help us welcome Matt Doomer and El Toro Loco.
Give it to him, man!
to the action replay, multiple revolutions of donuts. Matt Doomer came out here, threw it down, completed his entire freestyle run, and managed to wow all of you fans. I've got his parents over here excited about that last run. How y'all feeling?
That rocked it!
Right now, they're hanging out with me at the desk, so proud of Matt Doomer. Scores are now locked at judgeszone.com. The current score to beat belongs to Earthshaker with a 7.381. And the score for El Toro Loco is 9.235. New leader, new score to beat. Make some noise for my boy Matt Doomer. Monster Jam fans, it is officially #Doomsday. Matt Doomer did not come to play. Even after that crazy rollover in skills, he still came back out full throttle behind the wheel of that crazy bull. That's the highest score of his career so far. Portland, one more time for Matt Doomer. And while we are cheering, I just want to bring it to your attention right now, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is looking for all of you, the fans, to go ahead and donate. It's your last chance. Right now, neck and neck, Megalodon and Monster Mutt so far racked up the most donations. Let's see who'll take home the St. Jude Ambassador win of the event. Monster Jam fans, he's our 2024 Arena West champion from Williamsport, Maryland. Make some noise for Matt Cody, Grave Digger. Hang on, Monster Jam fans. It looks like he's lining up for that Morgan and Morgan backflip. Can he do it? Yes, he can! Even into a combination! He is bad to the bone indeed! Matt Cody, Grave Digger!
Rip
Oh,
City,
Matt.
you know what to do. Lock those scores in now.
There you see it again on the Super Glued to the action replay. Grave Digger throwing it down and landing a picture-perfect backflip. And even at the end there, a little bicycle action. It looked like he was trying to go into some revolutions of donuts, but a little too much over-rotation on that tacky dirt on that side of the track. Nevertheless, still qualifies for a score, completed his full run, and laid it down. There you see it as well, some big air. But was it enough to take over the top spot for Freestyle? Current score to beat belongs to El Toro Loco with a 9.235. And the score for Gravedigger is 9.271. So incredibly close, right over El Toro Loco. 9.271, once again, new leader and new score to beat. There's Gravedigger on top of that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, proud of his run. Motor Center, it only gets better and better here at Monster Jam. Swerving in that crazy shark. I need everybody to please help me welcome our leading lady, Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Oh, a little friendly competition from Gravedigger and Megalodon. He doesn't want her to claim that top spot, but Angelina Knock is going to throw it down. Representando a los Latinos, make some noise for Angelina Knock, Megalodon! Scoring is now open for our Predator of the Sea. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now. That's right. If you take a look at the video board, Angelina Knock took it a little old school for us, showing off her donuts by kicking that Monster Jam truck into full gear as she bounced off the pod to give her a little bit of momentum. It's a secret we use right here at Monster Jam to really lay down as many revolutions as we can. Scores are now locked at judgeszone.com. The score for Megalodon is 7.255. Great score, enough for fourth place. Make some noise one more time for the beautiful Angelina Knock. Monster Jam fans, announcement right now. We are crowning our St. Jude ambassador of the event, and I've got to tell you, this driver has been throwing it down. This driver is leading the entire series and the company, having raised the most money. He's coming out of the tunnel right now, so I need everyone to get loud for the reigning World Finals Freestyle Champion, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
You know what to do, Portland. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Use the code POR.
I'm not quite sure what Blake Granger had for lunch. But judging by that freestyle run, it was something that amped him up real good. He came back stronger than ever, backed that puppy dog across the pod, not once but twice. Big air, landing on those front two BKT tires, showing off just how technically skilled he is behind the wheel. And that puppy dog is still in mint condition. Current score to beat right now is with Gravedigger at a 9.271. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is enough for third place. Excellent score, 9.176. Not bad. Make some noise one more time for Blake Granger. Team Dino coming out of the tunnel right now. It's Timmy Two Wheel. Make some noise for Jurassic Attack.
Let's make some noise for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Portland, it's time to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
That's right. Tim Hall Jr. really loves coming out here, like he said earlier, and really just going as hard as he possibly can in that dinosaur to make sure he puts on a great event for all of you Monster Jam fans. Once again, we saw lots of big air from him up and over the pod, as big as it gets right here at Monster Jam, crushing it, crashing it, and jamming it. Scores are locked at judgeszone.com. Let's see what you gave him. 7.900, enough for fourth place. Give it up one more time for Tim Hall Jr. Our final Monster Jam superstar is ready to come out here once again, all the way from Oak Harbor, Washington, piloting that Apex Predator. Make some noise for Carson Williams, Thunder Roris. There he is coming out of the tunnel. Motor Center, let's pump him up for this last wild ride.
The dancing dino dancing his way into your hearts is Carson Williams, Thunderoris. Scoring is now open for the final time. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds.
Monster Jam fans, keep in mind this is your final opportunity to score right now at judgeszone.com. Each of the fans count on you. Each of the drivers count on you, the fans, to go ahead and get that score in as fast as you can. Oh, there we see him flossing a little bit, showing off his disco moves. We love to see it. Oh, even some sprinkler action. We love to see it from Thunderoris. Man, a dancing dinosaur. Who would have thought? But let's see if what he did out there on the track was enough to impress you. The score for Thunderoris is 7.334, which means your freestyle and overall event champion is Gravedigger. Matt Cody, for the first time this season, taking home 2 competitions within one event. There you see it on the video board. He won JCB Racing, he won Freestyle, and he was right up there, very close in skills. There he is coming out of the tunnel right now. He's gonna head on up to the pod, and we'll have the opportunity to hear from him in just a moment. I've gotta say, after talking to him earlier, I don't know what it was that got his gears going, but being able to take home a JCB Racing win for the first time this season is definitely a feat that he's been waiting for all season. And then as far as freestyle goes, he still has the most freestyle win, totaling 12 above all of the other drivers. And when it comes to overall event championships, this now puts him at 3 total. There he is, Monster Jam fans. I need everyone inside of Moda Center to please give it up for Matt Cody Gravedigger.
Matt Cody, Gravedigger, boy, you bookended one today. Racing to start, and then you gave them the classic Black and Green Wrecking Machine freestyle. How good does that feel today?
Hey, man, it feels good. And like I said earlier in racing, 2 years ago I came to Portland, and man, you guys treated me so good, treated me like family, taking 3 of the 4 overall event championships, and we're back to do the same thing. 1 so far, 2 more events to go, and I'm having a blast. Gotta thank this guy right here, Levi, crew chief of the Gravedigger, keeping the nuts and bolts tight so we can come out here and do the big backflips and all the crazy things that we do for you guys. So Portland, one last thing. Just want to thank you guys for coming out, spending your hard-earned money, supporting Monster Jam, supporting Gravedigger, and we'll see you next time.
Matt Cody, Gravedigger, winner, BKT Overall Event Championship.
Once again, congratulations to Matt Cody, our driver of Gravedigger, for taking home yet another overall event championship, 3 total so far this season. I mean, him winning racing was a big highlight of the day, but Karina, you were out in the stands. What was a big highlight for you?
Honestly, even though my pick did not get to win, he laid out the most incredible freestyle of his career thus far, and everyone around me in the section absolutely lost their minds. So I think the highlight was definitely Matt Doomer's freestyle. I think that's a really good contender for freestyle of the year, honestly.
Honestly, El Toro Loco really impressed me personally. I'm excited that he managed to come in second for the freestyle run. Winning against a veteran driver like Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian is an incredible feat. However, I do have to highlight Blake Granger did raise the most money today right here for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Monster Jam fans, I've got to say it once again, I had a blast. On behalf of myself, once again, my name is Junissa Cruz, Karina Encarnacion, and our pit reporter, Alex Miniak. We all had a good time, and everyone at Felt Entertainment, thanks you. We'll see you at the next Monster Jam.